Hello everyone, we are Group 38, Property. Today's presentation topic is copyright in digital age. This is a content table of our presentation. I will be the first and introduce the copyright. First, what is copyright? According to its definition, copyright is a type of intellectual property that protects original works of authorship as long as an author fixes the work in a tangible form of expression, which means copyright is originality and fixation. Works are original when they are independently created by a human author and have a minimal degree of creativity. A work is fixed when it is captured in a sufficiently permanent media such that the work can be perceived, reproduced, or communicated for more than a short time. And about the copyright, the author is the owner of copyright. Once you created an original work and fix it, like taking a photograph, write a poem or blog, you are the author and the owner. Copyright law gives the owner rights to reproduce or sell the property. Also, it gives owner the right to authorize others to exercise these exclusive rights, subject to certain statutory limitations. Under the current law, the length of the copyright protection is the life of author plus 70 years.
Thanks, Lauren. In this part, let's talk about digital copyright. The copyright in the digital world is quite similar with the traditional, where the intangible innovation created, uploaded on the internet. The digital copyright is assigned to the piece of work and which is owned by the creator or the service provider. Here are some common examples, like the production of online music, stream media, literary works from social media, even the images inserted in this slide, and some hard copy of archival institutions such as libraries or museums are gradually converted into digital version, which has also had the digital copyright. During the pandemic, digital media are used quite frequently, especially in the remote education. The digital copyright exists in the university lecture material, ebooks from the online library, and student assignment. In the remote working environment, the online meeting recording and online working documents can also have the digital copyrights. In the digital right legislation, U.S. Copyright Office has released the full action report of Digital Millennium Copyright Act in 2021. It is the law first established in 1998 for the infringement of copyrighted work on the internet. In 2014, the UK enacted 5 key copyright exceptions in legislation, defining the condition for appropriate and fair use of digital copyrighted resources. In 2012, Australian Law Reform Commission has released an inquiry into the copyright related to the digital economy and raised the questions whether exception and statutory license in the Copyright Act are adequate and appropriate in the digital environment, and whether further exceptions should be recommended.
Now let's turn to opportunities. With the rapid growth of digital publishing industry, the high mobility and tampering of internet makes the traditional copyright registration unable to adapt, mainly reflected in the following 3 aspects. First of all, the high mobility of the internet makes infringement and piracy easier and faster, and piracy and the other infringement activities tend to occur in a very short time. However, the approval process of traditional copyright registration generally requires 1 to 2 months, which makes it difficult for copyright owners to protect their own interests. Secondly, with the development of internet, information is mass-produced. Usually, a mainstream website produces thousands of pieces of content every month. Therefore, the traditional copyright is difficult to meet such a large demand for registration. Finally, due to the feature of easy tampering of the Internet, the infringer can claim to have copyright by modifying the original context. However, it is difficult to monitor using traditional copyright. Therefore, traditional copyright can hardly protect the rights of the real copyright owner in the Internet age. Compared with traditional copyright, digital copyright has many advantages, such as low cost, mass storage, fast transmission, and environmental protection due to the use of Internet. In addition, the use of digital rights management, which is a method to provide the copyright of digital content, can also provide the following advantages. Firstly, digital rights management technology can provide multiple forms of authorization for specific needs, such as partial viewing, printing, and sales. Therefore, it is more flexible. Secondly, digital rights management technology can restrict the copying of media content, and its copyright protection capability follows the entire life cycle of digital content. Therefore, it also has the strong anti-piracy capability.
Now I'm going to talk about challenges related to copyright digitization. In this digital era, creating a limitless of project copies of an original work is relatively cheap and easy to do, enabling an exponential increase in the media piracy. Ensuring the e-learning content security can be a challenge. Creating unique online educational material can take a lot of time and effort. However, others can easily steal the content, presenting it as their own and sharing it with others through online platform. If people can access pirated content for free, they are less likely to register for online courses or buy textbooks, which can lead to a loss of revenue for educational institutions. This poses a serious threat to the long-term sustainability of educational institutions. Piracy has represented an enormous challenge to intellectual property rights. Ever since internet access became commonplace, digital piracy has been steadily increased due to ownership and usage of various devices, advancements in high-speed broadband, and the availability of local storage. Viewers can choose from a wide range of platforms streaming illegal pirated content. Rather than paying an expensive subscription or membership fee, accessing and viewing illegal content is not only simple and free, but also comes with no penalty for the users. Currently, illicit downloads of online views of films or TV shows account for 31.5% of media viewership. More than 80% of global online piracy can be attributed to illegal streaming services. Annual global revenue losses from digital piracy are between $40 and $97.1 billion in the movie industry. One of the reasons that eliminating piracy is so difficult is the absence of clear and standard international laws and regulations. Current regulations only establish liability after the offender has been informed that the content hosted or shared is illegal.
Thanks, Lingyu. And the last section is solutions. For individuals, the first thing is to resist piracy subjectively and stop the spread. In order to prevent personal works from being stolen, you can choose to add watermarks to your works. A stricter approach is to register copyright ownership. You can also provide contact information on the work to facilitate other people to apply for a dissemination license. For organizations, the first thing is to educate the public and remind them that piracy is morally wrong. For example, an anti-piracy promo is shown before a movie. Technological intervention is an advanced method produced after development of science and technology, such as digital rights management, which is a method of protecting the copyright of digital media. This method includes the use of technologies that restrict copy and use of copyrighted works and software. If necessary, it can be raised to the legal level. Passing laws to remove content from the internet as soon as possible is the best way to prevent piracy, and encourage consumers to switch to legal alternatives. This also requires cooperation between organizations and institutions. The more companies participate, the more effective solution will be. That's all for our presentation. Thank you for watching.